A shirt costs $15.50, and there is a 7.8% tax. How much do you have to pay to buy the shirt? So, we have three titles. We're going to start off with saying, what are we actually going to end up changing? We're going to be changing the $15.50. That is changing. So, how is it going to be changing? Well, taxes make things more expensive, which means that the price is going to be increasing. This is like our main objective or overall goal, what we need to keep in mind. So there are two things that we have to do to figure out this changing. We need to find the increase, and then we're going to need to use the increase to change the initial value, which is $15.50. So once we have these set up, we have a good idea of what we're going to do. So starting off, to find the increase, we're taking the percent. In this case, we have 7.8%, and we need to find of, what is it that we're finding this amount of? Of the $15.50. This is going to get us to figure out how much extra the tax is on our shirt. And so over here, when we're going to use it, it will be $15.50. We're increasing its a tax, so we're adding on that amount to our initial amount. And whatever we get here will be our final answer. So once we have this all set up like this, it's really now when we can actually start doing the math. So 7.8%, to get a percent into a decimal, so that we can work with the $15.50 that we have, we get rid of the percent sign, we take the decimal where it is, and we move it to the left. So in this case, we already had a decimal, it's not at the end, so this becomes 0.0. We had to move it over twice. 7/8 of means multiply. What are we multiplying by? By 1550. So this is what we're actually going to multiply. And so we get 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 5 is 40. 40 plus 4 is 44. And 8 times 1 is 8 plus 4 is 12. Now we're done with the 8. We're on to the 7. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 5 is 35. 35 plus 3 is 38. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 3 is 10. And then we're done with that. We would be on to 0, and we're only going to get zeros, so I'm not going to show that. 0, adding up 0, 9, 10, 2, 1. And now we need to look, how many places after the decimal do we have? We have 2 numbers there and 3 numbers here. So we need to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This becomes 1.20900. In terms of money, we go out to the hundredths place. That is 2 digits, 2 places after the decimal. So this becomes $1.21. That is the tax that we're going to have to pay on our $15.50 shirt. It will go up and be added onto the original price. Over here, we need to have our decimals aligned. So the decimal here means we have 121 right there. And then we can add 0 plus 1 is 1, 5 plus 2 is 7, Bring down the decimal. 5 plus 1 is 6, and bring down the 1. So we see that our shirt costing $15.50 with the tax means we actually have to pay $16.71 for the shirt.